looked at this very much yet.
Well, Steve, you have a spinning one-handed floater to win the game by Javon. Is that how you drew it up in the timeout there?
Exactly. No, we just wanted to get him the ball. He didn't have a very good first half. Got a little frustrated.
Yeah.
Thought he was getting fouled and didn't deal with it very well. But he's a competitive guy. We knew we wanted to get him the ball. Him or Keaton. We got to Keaton right before that on a possession. Knew he was strong enough maybe to go draw a foul. But yeah, we just want to get it to Javon late and have a chance to win it, or worst case scenario, go to overtime. And thought he might draw a foul. He didn't. Almost lost his balance. Got it back and did what great players do.
You guys' defense was really strong, and then about 5 minutes to go in the game, they kept going to the basket. Was there something that changed that got them going?
Well, they're an interesting team because some people that watch them say, "Oh my gosh, they're so great in transition," but they also, in the first half of many games, just grind it. I mean, slow, long possessions, limited possessions, and so we got in a good rhythm when they were running their slow possessions. We were pretty active. I thought we did a heck of a job on the half court. But when they make up their mind to go, Woolridge is as good as anybody I've seen in college basketball. It just, you know where he's going, you back up, and you try to keep him from getting there, and he still gets there. He's so explosive. He's fantastic. And then they got 3 or 4 other guards on the floor with him that can all shoot it and drive it. And so, yeah, we had a nice little lead. We were up 8, 9. We're kind of trading baskets. We're still up 8 or 9 there. And all of a sudden, they got downhill on us. And all of them, even they missed some shots, but it was kind of drive, kick, and they got so aggressive that it tied the game that way. So we didn't handle that part great.
And then ended up switching to zone. Did you think that made an impact in the very end?
Just a little bit. Probably should have called a timeout. We went into it. We had the ball, and I said, all right, we're going to go back into a 3-2 zone, and we didn't really get it set up very well. But it still at least made them come down and pause for a second, which is really what we were trying to accomplish, and try to get those gaps filled so that Woolridge and others couldn't just get straight to the basket on us. I thought it helped us on a possession or two.
Yeah, guys haven't had success against this North Texas team since you got here. If it feels good to beat that team?
Well, it feels good to beat them because they're a good team. Got a lot of respect for them, the way they're playing. Their players are improving. The returners have gotten better. They're tough game prep. The way they do things, and just happy for our guys. Yeah, it was our guys felt good about that. The guys have been here a couple of years know that they beat us the last couple of years, so they were hungry. But just regardless of who we were lining up against, we were going to fight and compete and try to find a way to protect home court.
What about you're in first place? How does that feel?
Got a nice ring to it. They've got a nice ring to it. But we're not. Our guys were pretty excited in the locker room, but they know we haven't done enough yet. Really we're 4-0, but we played 3 home games. We've gone on the road and won once. If we're going to do something special, we really have just gotten started. So taking care of our business, we're practicing the right way, getting in extra shots, getting in extra work. We're pretty healthy. I didn't play Adrian tonight, but he could have gone. He hurt his shoulder on Thursday. It was just a game with so many guards out there that we didn't ever put him in there, but he's okay. So we're pretty healthy otherwise.
Coach, you were getting to the rim pretty consistently from, there was a stretch there early in the second half where you were getting to the rim just about every time. And then something happened, and y'all started shooting jumpers. Were you getting out of what you wanted to do, or at that point when they started making their comeback, or?
It felt like, we just, it felt like a struggle all night long offensively. Their defense is solid. They got quick guys. They climbed into us, and we didn't rip through those hands very well. So it really felt like a struggle all night, with the exception of the little stretch where we did get to the rim a handful of times. So we were searching. At one point we tried to spread it out and drive it more, but that first half, that was counterproductive. We tried more ball screens. We tried more post-ups. We tried a little bit of everything, and never did find much of a rhythm, but just enough to pull it out.
What was going through your mind when you saw them make that long pass at the end, down to the other end? Because that big guy had a decent look the last shot.
That's a heck of a job by them. You know, you practice those kind of things. What are you going to do late? You know, we have a play or two late if you don't have a timeout, and they executed it perfectly. You know, throw a baseball pass all the way down there, and there's a threat that we would foul them on a catch, and they did exactly what they're supposed to do. Yeah, it's always a bad feeling when the other team shoots that last shot, and you know it's got a chance to go in. And, you know, the rest of your day is changed if it bounces off. If it goes in, we got to play some more.
I mean, you can't foul. You just got to hope. You just got to pray.
Oh, for sure. Well, you got to contest it. Yeah, but you certainly can't foul.
What about these close games here in the Convo, Coach? Let's say something about the character of the team to be able to continue to win these close games.
I think so. You know, we've got enough veteran guys. We have great leadership from point guard spot. We've got scorers. We've got guys that have played. You know, that unit that was in there at the end of the game. Those guys played a lot of minutes together, even though a couple of them are sophomores. You know, it's a very, very mature physical group, or a very, very mature experienced group, and we typically can draw up a play and go at least execute it. Sometimes the shots go in, sometimes they don't.
Did you play zone at all before that last couple minutes, or was that the first time you went to it?
We did not tonight. Tonight it was just the very, very end of the game. Yeah, it was all man up to that point. Coaches kept suggesting it, and I was stubborn. But yeah, we threw it out there at the very end of the game. It was the first time.
Is that your secret weapon in your back pocket, you think?
Well, you know, we're a pretty good 3-2 team when Byron's at the top of the zone.
Yeah.
We get a little small that way if he's playing the 4 and we put him at the top. That means we got a guard down there on the baseline. But generally, if you're playing 3-2, you've got to get those corners filled. So we have a guard down there to get to the corner. So we're pretty good at it when Byron's out there. We say that about a lot of things, I know. But yeah, we like it. We like to have it there. We played 2-3 against UTEP, which we really didn't practice too much of that. But just different reasons for different zones.
Is there something about a player like Javon, Coach, that he makes you know, the difficult plays look pretty easy in some respects? I mean, sometimes it looks like he's more comfortable when things are going crazy out there. Like he lost complete control of that ball on the video we showed. He lost complete control of it, got it back, and then hit the shot.
Yeah, you're talking about a guy that has been scoring at a high level his entire life. I mean, it's just what he does. And you know, he got frustrated. We got frustrated with him in the first half. Just didn't know whether he was going to help us at all in the first half. Kept taking him out and putting him back in, but I had a feeling if he just stayed in there, if he just hung in there long enough and could get something good to happen, that he'd just flip it and help us. But he's great in the frantic style. Early in the year last year, we were as fast as anybody in the country as a team. Not all of our other guys are quite that comfortable in that style.
It takes a lot of confidence, I guess, for a player to have. You know, he didn't make a 3, he had 6 turnovers, not one of his best games, but then to still be ready to make that shot and improve.
Great players have real short memories. You know, they see the opportunity, and you know, Javon, the bigger the situation, the bigger the arena, the brighter the lights, the more he wants it. And Keaton, you know, we overlook sometimes. Keaton may not have hit too many like buzzer beaters this year, but Keaton's had several games where he's hit the shot with a minute to go that wins it. He got, you know, we ran a play for him late. He got the bucket or the foul, I guess, real late. So he's a clutch performer too. And then you got Giovanni. You know, we haven't called his number with the game on the line as much this year, but first game he ever played here in the Convo, Division II team, he hits the game-winning shot. Hits the game-winning shot at La Tech. I mean, Giovanni's another guy. So when you got more than one guy that's got that kind of confidence, it's pretty comforting.
Sure.
Thanks so much.